Today I'll be making the puff pastry with the corned beef and cabbage. So I'll be cooking up the corned beef and cabbage and adding it to the puff pastry as a filling. I didn't show you how to make the corned beef and cabbage in the video, but I can tell you it's very simple. Cut up your onions, your bell peppers with a little bit of olive oil, saute them up, open up a can of Libby corned beef, and just cook it all up together. Very simple. So here I have the puff pastry, and I think it's in one of my other videos, or I can put a picture up of the one. I find it in my local, you can find the puff pastry in any of your local supermarkets. So basically, I cut it out, and this tool that I'm using, I do sell this on my website. It's the pastry dumpling cutter. It literally cuts and seals the pastry for you. So it is at chriskitchengadget.com, and you will see that. It might not be the same one that I'm using. I think mine's the one that's on the website is a stainless steel one. This one is a plastic one, and I had it before, so I just use it. But you just cut it out. You use the round part and cut the pastry. You fill it and you squeeze it together, and look, it gives it the beautiful edge, and it's actually so tight that you don't even have to use the egg wash around the edges, because this little tool here closes the pastry and give it the little crinkly edges. You notice I'm putting a little flour on it. The first one I did stuck to the thing, so I'm flouring it lightly, and I'm using my mixture. So I made this corned beef and cabbage the night before, put it in the fridge. I got carrots in there. I got a little corned beef. I got little bell peppers, little onions, saute that up, and then just add the corned beef. The corned beef is already salty. So if you want to add a little black pepper, you can, but try not to add any more salt to it as you cook it up. So you basically fill it and you squeeze it. Fill it and squeeze it. And the bottom of this pastry cutter cuts out the circular. So you don't even have like a cookie cutter to cut the circle. Look, I use the same pastry. See, I'm cutting it off. I have my pizza cutter, and I cut off the excess because I'm going to roll that out with a rolling pin and recycle and use it. Recycle it, yeah. Look at that. I cut it with the bottom of that pastry thing. Nice, perfect circle. And then once you get that nice, perfect circle, you just squeeze it up and fill it up, and then just squeeze it up, and you got your. So let me tell you something, guys. This puff pastry is an amazing thing to use. I have done it with beef, chicken, the corned beef and cabbage. I've put plantain in it. I did the plantain tart with it. You can pretty much put anything in here. You can do peaches. You can do apples. You can do anything in this puff pastry. It's a game changer for me, because when you have to knead this flour, this dough up to do these pastries, it's a lot of work of kneading it up and rolling it out. Here you are doing it on a shortcut basis, making your life easier by just simply just buying the puff pastry as a store. I think this pack of puff pastry is like $2 and something. And I think I get 8 or 9 puff pastry out of it. So guys, let me explain to you what I did. I did some circular ones, and I'm going to use the Latrice decorative cutter and do one with the little decorative top on it. That's another tool that I sell at chriskitchengadget.com, and that's gonna come up shortly. So pretty much I did a circle, I did a rectangular one, and I did one with the decorative top. So you'll be able to see all 3 different look, and it's up to you how you want to make your your puff pastry. You can make them square, you can make them round like this, or you can make them with the decorative top. So all these little pieces, I'm gonna knead them together. See, I'm putting them together, and I'm gonna get my rolling pin. I'm gonna roll them out, flour the surface. Gotta flour the surface because it will stick. Once you roll that out, you cut it out and do what you do. So here I am rolling it out. Once I'm done rolling it, I cut it. So I did one solid piece, and I put the filling on the bottom, and I'm gonna cut this with the Latrice roller and put it right on top of that pastry. You just pull that apart. You have to press down. What I noticed with this cutter is something else that I sell at my website, chriskitchengadget.com. So once you press down, you have to press real hard to get the little lines cutting through there. Girl, I didn't put too much pressure on this damn thing. Look at me trying. This is my second time using this tool. So I cut it and I put it, okay, I got rid of that one because it wasn't cutting all the way through. So look at it. So look at it. I'm gonna edge it up, cut off the excess edges, and I'm gonna put it on there to give me that nice little Latrice beautiful decorative top on the thing. You can roll it over the edges. You can roll over the edges to seal it, or you can also use a fork. See, I'm trimming it, roll the edges, open up the little Latrice, the little decorative lines, open it up. This is great to put on your pie crust, the top of to do for your pie crust when you're putting a pie in the oven. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do either pot pie or some type of pie and use this so you can see the demo on that when you use it on a pie. This tool sells at my website. It is a nice tool. It gives your pastry a nice finishing touch, and I love it. See, I'm using the fork to seal the edges. There it is. Yep, there it is. Nice, nice. Yep. Yep, and that's it, pretty much. I'm gonna be putting that right on the baking tray to bake. And I baked these for 25 to 30 minutes on 350. They come out so good. They were so delicious. Them so nice. It go nice. So this little piece of flour again, I'm gonna be rolling the dough out again and using it for the rectangular shape one. Yeah, this gonna be rolled out a rectangular shape now. So I cut the rectangle. I filled the bottom piece, so I cut two pieces. Fill the bottom, put one on top. And all I do is use the fork and seal the edges. And guys, let me tell you, you can use the egg wash to seal this and then use the fork. It's up to you. If you think you can seal it well enough, I think two of mine's popped open, but you can use the egg wash to seal them if you desire doing that. Knowing me, I just try to do the shortcuts. See, you just cut the edges, square them off, trim them off, make them all neat. Yeah, beautiful. Seal that little edge, seal that little part that's seeping out. Yeah, beautiful. I'm telling you guys, this puff pastry and these tools that I use, the dough shaper is good. The Latrice, what you call this thing? The Latrice roller. Here I'm gonna do egg wash and yellow food coloring is in this bowl. So guys, I started in this little glass bowl. It was too small, so I had to switch out. I had to switch it out and put it in a bigger bowl to mix it up, because the egg, I didn't have enough room. I didn't have enough room to mix that thing up, the egg up in there. So I switched it out. So it's yellow food coloring, because I wanted to have a nice yellow finish look on top of my pastry. So I use 1 tablespoon of yellow food coloring, and I literally just roll it out. I use one of the puff pastry that I bought in the store, and I think I got 6 or 8 puff pastry out of it. I think it was 8, but I'll see when I'll try to count it when I get to that part. So I'm pretty much brushing on my egg wash and my yellow food coloring onto my pastry. My oven is on at 350. I'm gonna bake at 350. Here I'm brushing the egg wash and the yellow food coloring on the pastry. I get 8 pastry out of 1 pack of puff pastry. I get 8 cutouts. So here I'm showing you the finishing. Well, it's not the finished product yet. This is getting ready to go in the oven to be baked. And here is the finished product. I'll show you how, when I break it open, how the inside look. It was amazing. It got nice. Look at the inside of this puff pastry. It is so good. Cabbage and corned beef. In Jamaica, they usually eat this over white rice. But it's a great snack. If you have children, when they come from school, they can have one of these. They're so good. So yeah, this is what the inside look like. Cabbage and corned beef. Cook up the corned beef and the cabbage. And here go the Libby corned beef that I use. Cook it up all together. And yeah, this is the ending result. It got nice. Yeah, man. It got nice. It was nice. Yeah. So this is it. Look how beautiful those is. You could put them in a plastic container with a lid on it, put them in the fridge, and warm them up for 1 minute in the microwave when you're ready for them. They are wrap them in paper towel and warm them up. It got nice.